Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. You didn't know who your soulmate was at first. And you knew it would take you years to find out. Unless you're extremely lucky. And that's how it has been. You looking at people finding their own soulmates without you finding yours. Mostly, you felt like it may be good. So you'd have time to be able to figure out what you want to do in your own life without this thing interfering. But you couldn't help but be jealous of others who had found out about their soulmate way before you. And just when you thought you had gotten lucky and found your own soulmate, it seemed like you were not lucky at all. And maybe it would have been better for you not to find him. To have this love as a fleeting dream, rather than it being shattered completely. But here you were. Your dreams and hopes were gone as you saw him. He was nothing like you imagined. Not because of his looks. He looked magical, everything like you wanted. But as soon as he talked, all of that was ruined. He was a harbinger, and the way he treated his subordinates, and and everyone who talked to him, it was horrendous. And he knew that he noticed you as well, the moment he laid his eyes upon you. So your first meeting had gone all the ways wrong, and that's when you knew you only had one option: avoid him and go on with your life because this thing was not going to work out. You had heard about it. Soulmates where one of them would turn out to be in prison, one of them too old. It happened all the time, and sometimes people even get born without their soulmates. So you're not the first one to lose out on this. But it stings. And yet, it's better than him confronting you. And you hope he doesn't. You pray for that. Because if you were to be honest, he scares you. And you were already unlucky enough to have him as your soulmate. But then it seems like you were just so unlucky. Because a month later, you do meet by coincidence. It's at a bar. You were out there with your friends. And he was out there with someone else. Someone you couldn't identify. Probably a harbinger of sorts or someone he works with. Regardless, that didn't matter most to you. What mattered most was that Scaramouche was looking at you the entire time he was there. And you knew very well from his look that a confrontation was in order. And though you didn't want it, it would happen inevitably. So it might as well just happen right now. You waited for him at the back, and Scaramouche seemed to notice well enough and came to meet you there. Look, I know you're my soulmate, and if you don't want anything to do with me, then I get it. I promise. Just don't give me trouble, okay? You ask, looking at the ground, hoping that by any chance he becomes all softer now, because you're a soulmate, and he should try and love you. That's how some people are sometimes, but nothing could change reality. And the reality was that he was cruel, a harbinger who cared not for your love or the entire idea of soulmates at all. Well, it's good enough that you understand. I want nothing to do with you either. I want to hide in the mark on your hand. And even better, act like you don't have a soulmate at all. But some people I know I do. I act like your soulmate died. I am not here. I want nothing with you. Nothing, Ryan. Well, at least now you found out how he knows your name. And it sounds so better on his tongue. So much different from what you had imagined you would hear when you first thought of your soulmate calling your name out. You nod, and though you knew this would happen, you still have tears streaming down your cheeks as you cry, feeling pain and hurt from his words. The words that stab into your heart and injure you more than anything else in the world could. And he walks away without remorse. No care in the world for what he said, for what he had done, because he doesn't give a crap. That's it. He wanted you away from him, and now that he knows that you will be away, it's all he ever needed, and all he ever thinks you will need. But then, months later, everything changes. Because then, one moment, the true mark that you've been hiding from everyone disappears, and then the other it reappears anew. Something had entirely changed in a way that you had never heard of, and you have no idea how to deal with it until the same man, now looking a lot more different, comes at your doorstep. His mark matching yours, unhidden, and there is a soft smile on his face. So, you're my soulmate, right? I'm sorry. My name is Wanderer. Well, it's not a name, but I don't really have any. I thought I'd meet you. I just got my mark, and I've been wandering about, trying to find who my soulmate is. If you're interested, we could talk. You're frozen there for a few seconds, before nodding, your heart beating as fast as it possibly could without you dying. And you welcome him in. And that's where it's confirmed in your head. You have not sighted him for any time now. Scaramouche, and no one seems to remember him. But yet here he is, completely changed, with a lot of light in his eyes more than ever before. And you find yourself trying to smile back at him, holding out your hand and shaking his. I'd love to meet you. Come in. My name is Mayan, and maybe, just maybe, the universe had decided to bless you with a new start in the weirdest and strangest of ways. Well, that's it. And thank you for getting to the end of the video. I thought I would leave a little bit of an author's note. So about the marks, they change color the closer you get to your soulmates. That's how they found each other. And also, the reason why YN does not forget about Scaramouche when he's erased from Ermin's soul is because they're soulmates and she cannot forgive him, so it kind of grants her some, well, better memory about Scaramouche. You cannot forget anything about your soulmate, I guess. It's a plot hole, but we don't talk about it. Thanks, and don't forget to come back to my channel and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And leave a like. Bye bye!